Hello and welcome to our Deferred Member webinar. This webinar is for those members of the scheme who have previously paid contributions in but have either now left teaching or opted out of the scheme. During the webinar, we'll cover a range of topics to help you understand your deferred pension. This includes looking at what happens to your benefits while you're out of service, what happens if you return to the scheme, and how you can stay up to date with your pension. We'll also be looking at your family benefit entitlement and what happens when you reach retirement. It's important to know what member type you are in the scheme, as this will affect your retirement date and the retirement benefits you receive. The scheme is currently split into two different arrangements. These include two final salary sections and a career average arrangement. You can see more information about these on the screen. Which arrangement you're in will depend on when you join the scheme, and depending on your personal circumstances, you could have pension benefits in more than one of the arrangements. This screen shows where you fit into the different pension arrangements. As previously mentioned, it's dependent on when you join the scheme and how far away you are to your normal pension age. If you were an active member within 10 years of your normal pension age on the 1st of April 2012, you'll have remained in the final salary arrangement after the 1st of April 2015. If you were an active member between 10 and 13.5 years away from your normal pension age on the 1st of April 2012, you'll have remained in the final salary arrangement until you reached your transition date, where you would then join the career average arrangement. This date is dependent on your birthday and could be between June 2015 to February 2022. If you were more than 13.5 years away from your normal pension age on the 1st of April 2012, then you'll have been moved into the career average arrangement on the 1st of April 2015. If you join the scheme on or after the 1st of April 2015, you automatically joined the career average arrangement. You can find out more about the member types on our website. While you're a deferred member, your benefits remain in the scheme and will be added to any benefits you earn if you were to rejoin the scheme at a later date. Your benefits in the scheme will be index linked each year while you are a deferred member. You can transfer your pension to another pension scheme. We will discuss this in more detail in the following slides. If you have less than 2 years pensionable service and don't qualify for benefits, you could apply to have a repayment of your contributions, which can be done through My Pension Online. Please note that as pension contributions are taken from your pay prior to tax, any repayment would have tax deducted from it. There are various payments that the scheme can pay out in the event of a member's death. For a deferred member, these would include an out-of-service death grant, which is a one-off payment of 2.25 times the value of your pension. A death grant can be paid to a single person, or you could nominate multiple recipients. It is important to ensure that your death grant nomination is kept up to date, and this can be done through My Pension Online. There could also be ongoing monthly payments made, which are known as family benefits, and these can be paid out to spouses, civil partners, qualifying children, or a nominated unmarried close relative. More information about these types of payments can be found on our website. You could potentially transfer your pension to another pension scheme if you wish. However, we would strongly recommend speaking to an independent financial advisor before making any decisions. If you wish to transfer out, you have to do this before you reach your normal pension age. Please also be aware that the receiving scheme could have a time limit on transferring in from when you join them. For someone who has more than 2 years pensionable service, you can only apply to transfer to another defined benefits pension scheme. For someone who has less than 2 years service, it is possible for them to transfer to a defined contributions pension scheme. You could also transfer your pension overseas, but it must be to a HMRC approved overseas pension fund. If you decide to rejoin the teacher's pension scheme, either by coming back into teaching or by opting back in, the arrangement you fall under will be based on how long the break was. If the break was less than 5 years, you would come back under the previous arrangement you were under then. This could potentially be either the final salary or the career average arrangement. If the break was more than 5 years, you would automatically come back under the career average arrangement. If you rejoin the scheme after a break in pensionable service, it is possible to transfer other pension scheme arrangements into the teacher's pension, but please be aware that this needs to be completed within 12 months of re-entering pensionable employment. This can be done by applying through My Pension Online. After we have received a fully completed application form, we will write to you with details of what benefits you would get if you transferred them across to us. That is when you would advise us if you wish to transfer across or not. There is no cost for a transfer, and we would recommend you speak to an independent financial advisor before making any decisions. If you have a previous public service pension, such as one with the local government pension scheme, please complete the Joiner questionnaire on our website, as this will establish if you retain any scheme arrangement links from your previous scheme. One of the great features about the scheme is the flexibility around taking your pension. Let's take a look at some of the options available to you. First, we have early retirement. Members can take their pension before their normal pension age. Currently, the earliest someone can take their pension is 55. By taking your pension before your normal pension age, it would mean you would get a lower annual amount, and the younger you are, the greater the reduction that would be applied. Next is normal age retirement. This is where members reach or are over their normal pension age and would receive their full pension based on their length of service and the salary they have been on over the course of their career. Thirdly, we have phase retirement. You must be in service to apply for this. Phase retirement is where you can take up to 75% of your retirement benefits without the need for a break in service. In order for phase retirement to be payable, your salary must reduce by at least 20% for at least 12 months, and you must get your employer's agreement to the change in working pattern. Lastly, there is ill health. If you suffer from ill health and are under your normal pension age, you may be able to apply for an ill health retirement. Details of all the different types of retirements are available on our website. When you wish to take your pension, we advise that you start the application process 3 to 4 months before you want your pension putting into payment, in order for us to have plenty of time to process your award. You can apply via My Pension Online, or if necessary, you can contact us for a paper form to be sent out. You can monitor the progress of your application via My Pension Online. After processing your application, any lump sum payments will be made and your pension will be paid on the day of the month prior to your birth date. For example, if you were born on the 15th, then your pension will be paid on the 14th of each month. If this date was to fall on a weekend or a bank holiday, then it would be paid on the last working day prior to this. The way your pension gets calculated depends upon which of the pension arrangements you fall under, and depending on your circumstances, your pension could be calculated in 1, 2, or 3 parts. For a final salary member, your pension is based on your final average salary and your years in service. To calculate your final average salary that is used in the calculation of your benefits, we look at the average of the full-time salary rate over the last 12 months of employment, and also look at the average of the best 3 consecutive year salaries index-linked within the last 10 years. Whichever of these two calculations is the higher amount is the one we would use. For a final salary member with a normal pension age of 60, you will receive 1/80th of your final average salary for each year of service that counts towards your pension, and you will also receive an automatic lump sum of 3/80ths of your final average salary for each year of service you have. For a final salary member with a normal pension age of 65, you will receive 1/60th of your final salary for every year of service you have counting towards your pension, but no automatic lump sum. For someone who comes under the career average arrangement, your benefits are based on 1/57th of your pensionable earnings each year. Your cumulative accrued pension is revalued each year based on whether you're in service or come back into service after a break of no longer than 5 years. If you had a break of less than 5 years, then it is index-linked in line with the Consumer Price Index, plus an additional 1.6%. If you have a break of 5 years or more, then it would just be index-linked with CPI. For all members of the scheme, the rules allow up to a maximum of 25% of their pension benefits to be taken as a lump sum. The way that this works is that for every £1 of pension given up, the member would receive £12 of lump sum, but only up to the maximum allowed. The best way to stay up to date with your pension is through your My Pension Online account. It's simple to register. All you need is a few personal details, your national insurance number, and a personal email address. With My Pension Online, you can check that all your details are up to date, along with checking your benefit statement. We recommend checking your service history to ensure that everything is correct. This will then make it easier when you come to apply for retirement. You can use My Pension Online to apply for retirement. Go on our website today and just complete the registration form. We hope you found this webinar helpful, but if you've got any queries and you'd like to get in touch, there are a few ways you can do this. You can send us a secure message through your My Pension Online account, which you can access via our website, www.teacherspensions.co.uk. For general queries, we've got web chat, which can be accessed on our website, or we have social media accounts on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, where you can send us a message. Alternatively, you can give us a call on 0345 60 66 166. Thank you.